Okay guys, how's it going today? So we're down here to, this is the third time being down here now to cut this stupid tree up. And figured we'd try the head strap this time with the GoPro instead of mounting it to this. I cut this tree up a little bit yesterday. There was a load of branches here. Got rid of that. I got a little bit of bucking to do, but yeah, I just got this to buck up. I want to get rid of this. I still got to buck this up, but this is what's actually holding this tree up. So I think I'm going to leave this section here. I'll get rid of this log, and then we'll have to take this down, obviously, and get rid of it, and try to get rid of that branch as well. My grandma's kind of bitching at me because I'm using too much fuel on her pickup. So she's like, well, wait on to payday until we get more gas. And I'm like, I gotta keep going. Now it's only a few days away, but I want to get done. So, and I think what I'm going to do, obviously I gotta take this branch off because I'm using these branches for a certain job right now. So I think I'm just gonna take the branches and I'll just throw them over there like I always do. The firewood, because you can get firewood out of these big sections, right? Just gonna buck those and I'll just stack them, I guess, somewhere down here, and I guess whenever, like, Grandma's kind of bitching at me too that we don't have room to be stacking all this firewood, and I was like, well, that's kind of just too bad. So I mean, we got plenty. We could make plenty of spots to stack it, but then it might get in the way of where we got to go. So that's why I think I'm just gonna buck it and leave it down here. And if someone takes it, someone takes it. I don't care anyway, because I got enough firewood to last me anyway. And plus, I'm selling the first stack from about 3 years ago. That's still for sale. 185 bucks on. Well, not on eBay or anything like that. It's just a kind of a, just for around this general area, I'm selling it. So if anyone's interested in some firewood that lives around my area, hit me up on Facebook, then you'll know. So yeah, I'm gonna buck this thing up, and hope you guys are seeing this okay. You should be. Still kind of trying to figure out how this GoPro angles. It's a wide shot, so it should be okay. But yeah, well, I already pre-warmed the saw up, so maybe we should get this running again. I filled it up and with some bar and chain oil and gas and stuff too, and whatnot. So I didn't bother sharpening the chain because I just sharpened it the other day. They say to sharpen it, I guess, before every time you use it. I find that kind of not really necessary, and plus I don't really cut a lot of trees. Like if you did it all day, I suppose you would want to sharpen it, but I may not even get this far today. My one goal is to get that little log bucked up and stacked. So, and yes, this here mount is for my camera, in case there's any newbies out there. It's for my GoPro that is now on my head. So this should just fire. This really should just fire up with no choke, because I've already had it. Running. So yeah, and I'll have to put my eye and hearing protection on. Hopefully I can do that. No problems here. What's going on here? Sakes. Come on. There we go. Got to bathe the bay with the rear of my hearing and eye protection. Wish I had chaps though, that would have been nice. I'll have to work on that. But for now, you just gotta work smart. This actually should be about warmed up. Yeah, so I hope you're seeing this okay. That's the question. There we go. I am cutting it on an angle, so that's the problem for the string. I'm making good chunks, but it's just not cutting it very well. process not working very well today, okay? Not wanting to cut anything. Bad today. I mean, yeah, it's cutting on an angle, but I can't help that, so my chain is screwed up. Okay. Okay, so I'm starting to sweat. Still, oh yeah. The thing is, well, I don't want to sweat. Is if I start to sweat, these things, my hearing protection become useless. Now you're gonna say, well, how the hell can that be? Well, I think what happens is the sweat gets in between, and see, this is all wet. See, this is what goes around your ear. That's what makes that nice tight fit, so that no sound gets through. See, well, I think what happens is they get wet, and then like, it kind of like opens up, and then you get all the sound. So, yeah, I probably should have sharpened that chain, I guess. It cuts. That's cutting better though. It cut a lot better yesterday though. So, possibly dull again. Like not super dull, but dull enough that it won't cut pretty. And my chain, the saw, it wants to go on an angle. Even I've held the saw straight and it still turns on an angle, so I think that's a sign of the chain not being sharpened correctly. Now I can't say that I do the best job sharpening that, but ever since it went to the very first time that chain was due for a sharpening, I took it to my stihl dealer, where I got the saw from, which is Acme Tools. Here we are, or Acme, or whatever you call them. And I had them do it, because I wasn't sure if I could do it. And they sharpened it, but it lasted about a week. So, but I guess, since I'm sharpening it myself, now I'm not sharpening the living crap out of it like where it would last me all summer, you know. I mean, I just make a couple of rounds and that's it. So I suppose the more you sharpen it, the longer that'll last. But I'll definitely have to sharpen it next time I use it. I guess it went dull on me, so it cuts, but you know, I think really in order to get good sized chunks, you pretty much will have to push it in, and you're not supposed to have to do that. You're supposed to let the saw do all the work. You can see there's like a lot of powder in that too. If you don't push it a little bit, then it just seems to blow a lot of dust, so it's not actually cutting anything. So, but yeah, so you can see there's good chunks, you know, there and there, and that's something else in there, you know. See, like this piece here, if you can see that okay, that's what you want. Probably a little bit bigger than that, but that's something you're looking for. There's those little chunks. Well, there's a lot of that, and there's also a lot of powder too. So here's some good. See, that's a good chunk right there. That's probably more of what you want. That's a sign of a good sharpened chain. But the thing is, it's still messed up. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if they sharpened it incorrectly, and then I'm kind of just going where they left off, and then now it's screwed. You're supposed to, it's supposed to cut straight. No matter if this log is crooked, obviously, you're supposed to be able to slice right through that straight on, and I can't, so. My saw just wants to wander, so I'm kind of just letting it, I just live with it now. Is it good for the saw? Most likely not. But even the professionals probably don't have the best sharpened chains in the world either. You know, and I'm not doing this for a living. If you're doing that for a living, I understand you wanting a perfectly sharpened chain and stuff, you know, and stuff. So, you know, it's fine with them. And people get pissed off. How, I got some flies there, interesting. Some people get pissed off because they don't cut, like, some people don't cut all the way through. They end up ripping it, like, see here, I kind of ripped it. And, you know, and the person's using it for firewood. What I don't get is, why are you arguing about how they cut it off? You know, it doesn't matter if you cut a little bit of it and then cut the top. It's going to roll wherever it wants to roll. And who cares if it's perfectly sharpened or cut? It's going to get burned anyway, so who the hell cares? That's what I don't understand, is why people have to argue about that, you know? Like here, this got ripped. You know, this got ripped off. And who gives a shit? It's, you know, it's going to be used as firewood. And plus, leaving that on there gives you a handle. So here's one here too. Look at that, I got a handle now. I got a handle. So that's perfectly fine with me. You know, people make such a big deal out of it. You know, and I've seen some people do some really good work cutting trees down. I think it's the best. I think it's the best cutting they've ever done. And people still give them a dislike. Like, I don't get it. I mean, if you're using the damn tree for firewood, who cares what it looks like? As long as you bring it down, you know, you should, you know, and like most people, you got to look up. You got to look at the hazards that are above you. This tree was already down, so I didn't have to do that. The branches that were up here, I was keeping my eye on them, because there was, this branch here was coming way up and out. So that branch is now gone because I got rid of it. So, but it's just so, like, people that dislike a video, I think, are people that have never ever used a saw a day in their life, and they're just jealous because they can't do that. Well, go give it a try. You know, I know my saw cost me $450. If you can't afford a $450 chainsaw, get something that's more reasonable. And I wouldn't, if you're a newbie to it, don't be taking trees down like this. Take trees down like something that's perfectly straight. And as long as you got the, you know, like that tree there. I think that tree is perfect for, you know, beginners, because it's so perfectly straight. You know, that tree's on an angle, so that tree would be more trickier to cut. You know, and maybe just like if you have a tree down, or if someone cut a tree down, get a small saw and just, you know, learn how to cut branches off. That's what I kind of did with my saw when I first got it. I didn't even take down a tree. I had my uncle do it because he's more of a pro at it than me, and I told him to cut it down, and I would buck it up, because bucking and taking branches off ain't that hard. It's bringing them down is what's the most scariest part. Now I don't need them. I can do it all by myself. But I mean, it's nice to have a partner with. I shouldn't be down here by myself, but I am. So it's always nice to have a partner. Even if that partner's not working, he's just, you know, watching you. Like my grandma was yesterday. She was just watching. Well, she don't help out, you know. She's up there in age, so she's just my watcher. So I mean, who cares if these damn things are perfect? That pisses me off. I need to know why do these logs have to be perfectly cut? You know. Now, if you're going to use a tree to get board out of it, like siding, I don't know, boarding, you know, fence posts, whatever, I could see you then wanting to have to cut that perfectly off because you didn't want that to be perfect. But if you're using it for firewood, like this tree is probably going to be used for firewood at some point, if I can sell it, who gives a shit? So I don't worry about it. I just cut the bitch down. That's all I worry about. The only thing I worry about is where the tree is going to fall. After that, I don't give a shit. As long as I can make those, I'm happy. And yeah, they are cut on an angle. Who gives a shit? That's kind of a messed up one there, but you can still burn it. People have to be so damn picky on firewood, you know, just take the damn wood and burn it, you know. Now mind you can't burn this wood yet, not for a couple of years, but it'll be it's ready, it'll be ready soon. So get dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna save this for last. I want to get all these top branches off. So here's another bad one, but look at that. See, I got a handle now to hang on to. So that's why I like that. I got a nice little handle now. And what's so stupid too is that, you know, you see professionals cutting trees down. I think they do a pretty damn good job. And people still dislike them. Even if they are pros. You know, you still get those dislikes. I don't know if they're just jealous of what that guy's doing for a living, or the saw he's got, or what. I don't know what their problem is. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get some dislikes on this video. I don't give a fuck. You know. Who cares? As long as the tree is cut up and gone, who gives a shit? You know? I don't have a problem with it. I'm happy with the way I'm cutting this tree up. This branch actually could get cut up a little more, I think. Pull it more out into the open here, so I can get a better look at it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably cut that in half. Probably just, I'll do that off camera though. Damn horse flies. But it's coming along though. I like to clean up a little bit so it's not so much of a damn trip hazard. You know, lots of firewood right there already, but unfortunately that'll be sitting there for a while. But I guess no one's really interested in firewood. I got 1 cord of wood for sale already. I'm not sure what I should have asked for it, but I'm asking 185, which is probably a little bit too much, but you know how it is. So some people will give it away. I'm not giving it away. That's not the way I roll. So you know, it's not like I'm asking $500 for it, you know. So it's not a big deal. I do apologize if this video's getting a bit long, but yeah. So there are all these stupid pieces of wood that I don't want. I'm just going to this one's rotted. throw them over here. They can rot. I'm not going to be coming this far up into here yet anyway. So the time I do, they should be pretty much well rotted down to nothing. So yeah, see, that's what you get, those little damn trip hazards everywhere. That's why I like to clean up after. I like to clean up before I start, between I work, and when I'm done. So I have a nice, safe area to work in. And I got a feeling when I cut this tree is going to roll that way because it's leaning that way. So I'm gonna have to cut it from that side once I get these upper branches off. So a little bit of this every day, and we'll have her done. This is rotted out, so I'm not going to keep it. I'm just going to, you know, and it sucks to work by yourself, but I have no one to help. My uncle's too lazy to do anything. Apparently he does enough, which I think is a little bit of crap, but so do all this pretty much all by myself. So, because it would have been nice if I had some help, because one person could clean up and, you know, stack the firewood while I'm still cutting. Like, I could have had, if my uncle was down here, I could have had this branch probably already gone. Could have had this private tree already off the ground, you know. So, if I worked really hard at it, I could have been halfway done in probably one day, but I'm not. I'm just taking my time. I'm not in a hurry anyway, so I'm just taking my time with it. There's a piece of firewood I gotta get too. It rolled way underneath there too. I guess it come off of that, I guess. And this tree's been laying here for a couple of years, so it has had time to settle into the ground, which is not really something you probably want, but it's not gonna go anywhere anyway, because I'm not cutting into the main part of the tree. I'm just working on the branches and shit. So I won't be getting up in here for quite some time. So I'm just gonna throw my other mess in here. There's already a pile there anyway from flood pushing it there. So come on, you son of a bitch. Some of these freaking trees, when the tree fell, some of the branches drove right into the fucking ground. So they're kind of a pain in the ass to get out. I'll just toss it in there. It can rot. A little bit of this every day, and for sure, somewhat, we'll have her knocked out. So, just a little bit of cleaning. And plus, this is not the best environment to be working in either, because you can't see nothing because of all the tall grass. Now, there's 2 trees over there I gotta take out. They're already dead. That'll probably be next year though. I showed this in the last video. There's 2 trees over here that I gotta take down. That'll be, well, you're still not tall grass, but come spring, I'll walk it and then see if I can mow it, or at least take the redneck roller to it or something stupid, you know, and clean that out, so then I have a clean environment to work in. So that there I didn't get to. So yeah, those 2 trees, There shouldn't be nothing in there. There might maybe be a stump. There could be. I don't know. So, yeah. And there's some trees in there and whatnot. If I didn't have to work on this tree, I would have worked on those two and I would have had them done already, because they're perfectly straight. You know, they're easier to work on when you don't have grass and shit all over the place. You know, it's kind of a pain in the butt right now to work on this tree here. And this is a big tree, and there's many branches on it. That tree's only got, well, it's got 3 or 4 branches going up, but there's just one big main stem. Here you got kind of multiple. Once you get down to the bottom, then it's all one big stump. But if I'll be able to cut through that big stump, I don't know, because I don't know if that bar will be big enough. So, but I'll probably cut this branch up off camera, get it a little smaller. Leave this firewood here, and just keep working on her. Keep working on her. Clean it out a little bit more. It's kind of like a trip hazard here right now, because you got such shit from, see, from when the tree fell. So, lots of mess. So, I just do a little bit of everything here. Limb, buck, and clean. If I had some help, I wouldn't be doing all this by myself. So, but whatever. I'm gonna grab that last piece of firewood there, and then see, there's a trip hazard right there. Even though it's just a little thing, it's a little freaking hazard. Come here, you. You got some moss growing on you. So if anyone's looking for firewood, let me know. There. Yeah. It's looking a little hazy out. It's not clouds. I know if you guys watch oh, what the hell's this channel? Jay Tyler, I think it is. He was talking about this. He's got this going on too. He thinks it's a forest fire. Well, you know, this happens about every damn year. And you're telling me Canada has forest fires every year? You know, if they had forest fires every year, how do they even have trees left? That's what I want to know. Because I mean, you burn these trees down, that's the end of it. There's not going to be any more trees unless you put new ones in. You know, of course we don't have a million acres of forest either, but you know, I don't really know if it's a forest fire, because he said that he can smell smoke. I can kind of somewhat smell it, but I'm not really smelling it, so I don't really know what he's talking about, but it can't really be a forest fire, because you know, this happens every year pretty much. Still grass left over. So yeah. So that's probably going to be about it for today. It's almost 2 o'clock. It's actually almost, yeah, 3 minutes to 2. So, and I don't really do a lot. I just do a little bit. I do like a branch or whatever, and then I quit. Now, I know you guys are going to say, well, come on, man, you can have that done in one day. Yeah, I could. 1, I need help. 2, I'm not in a hurry, so why push myself hard to cut it down? Because I don't need to be in a big hurry to cut it down or cut it up. So, but I'll have to resharpen that chain, I guess. It's just sometimes yesterday it cut right through everything just fine. It still went on an angle, but Who gives a crap? As long as it cuts, I'm good. But I want to cut this branch up, because that's the only thing left I got to do. And then, I don't know what I'll do. Probably just keep cutting. And then take this branch off next. And that's actually the last branch that's got to come off. Then I can start bucking this up. I tried to buck it there, but of course the tree was kind of falling, so I might have to actually buck it here. And then just let the whole thing drop. And then after that, it'll be a slow cut because I'm going to have to be able to see through that grass. So, you even got a tree growing right there. It's stupid. So, but we're getting there, boys. You remember, this was pretty much right up to where that tall grass is there. That's how big this tree was. And it goes quite a ways in there yet, too. So, we'll be at this for another, at the rate I'm going, maybe another few days. I don't want to say a week because I could probably get this done pretty quick, and then that little bit. I'm just doing it in sections. I'm not in a hurry anyway, so who cares? See, another tripping point right there. And all these little stupid, see? That's why you should be wearing, I guess, your eye protection no matter what. Get all these little stupid bushes everywhere. And then I'm going to have to wait probably a year or two to even get in here with the mower and mow that crap down. But yeah, so anyway guys, I'm going to probably take off. Hope you guys enjoyed the chainsawing video. Hope you guys saw it okay. I'll have to watch the video for myself, but I'm just going to finish cutting that up and I'm done for today. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry, so you know, I ain't gonna worry about it. So apparently we are 1 hour over this video already. That's stupid. It's not even counting anymore, it just says 1 hour. So still recording apparently, but I don't see how we've been on here for an hour already. I guess we probably have been. So anyways guys, I'm gonna take off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will finish this probably sometime. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to buck this real quick, and then that'll be done. So anyways guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Take it easy.